What's up, everybody? My name's Talon, and this is my GHEENOE 15.4 Highsider. Like I said, my name's Talon, and this is my first YouTube video, so bear with me. But I bought this GHEENOE, and I decided to make a YouTube channel with it because I'm going to restore it. It looks like it's in good shape, but you'll see in a minute what's wrong with it. But I wanted to start a YouTube channel and make a series of this GHEENOE, of just making it how I want it. So I bought this GHEENOE from a family friend who was currently restoring it, but then had to move, unfortunately. So he had to get rid of it. And that's when I bought it. And funny story is I was supposed to buy it a year and a half ago before he did all this work to it. I'll add a picture in just to show you what it looked like prior and what I thought I was getting, but I ended up getting this. And thankfully, it came with the title for the boat and trailer, and it came with everything that I need to make it, to finish it. So without further ado, let's get into it. To start my walk around video of this GHEENOE, I'm going to start with the paint. Now the paint looks pretty good, but if you get a little closer and kind of see, it's a little rough. It's gritty, it's gross, and I'm going to try to buff it out and make it look better. But the guy I bought it from gave me paint. So hopefully I'll buff it out, make it look better, throw maybe a couple more coats on it, and get it looking perfect. So I'm just going to kind of start talking about it front to back, everything that the GHEENOE came with, the motor, and finish off with the trailer, because the trailer's toast. I don't know if you can see that tire over there, but I'm going to need a new trailer. But starting, came with this GHEENOE cap, the original GHEENOE cap, which the guy that did it before put these aluminum rails in to install it, which is nice. Moving on over here, we have our fishing deck slash dry storage, which is not installed, obviously, but I'm gonna install it. And came with this lid. But what's gonna happen here is I'm just gonna kind of screw this in up into those aluminum bars you saw, and put some sort of silicone or foam in here to make it completely dry for dry storage, and finish it. So along with that, we'll move to here, which this is all the stuff it came with. It came with badges, it came with paintbrushes and paint trays, and some, I don't even know what this is, epoxy paint. He made this really nice grab bar. So I don't know if I'm gonna use this, but we'll see. I might make my own grab bar, might buy a new one, I'm not sure. And some heavy duty silicone to mount all the starboard down. And if you look inside of here, this was from the dry storage cap, but you can see that it is missing the middle seat. I'm going to cut the rest of it out because it's already this far gone. I don't know how to make it look right, but I'm going to cut it the rest of the way out and make it just a complete open deck. Maybe do something to support these walls a little bit, just because the seat will be gone. But came with some extra starboard. And then if you come in here, whoop, there that goes. If you come in here, his plan was to kind of just make the deck completely starboard. Well, not completely starboard. Cover this middle section up with starboard to make it more flat, but I don't like it. So I'm actually gonna, like I said, take the middle seat out and completely put starboard under here just to make it fully flat, put drainage holes, all the good stuff, and sea deck it. So thankfully he already went in here and put these strips down so I can actually either glue or screw this in. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but we're going to find out, to put all new starboard in to make it flat. I am going to sand all this down and refiberglass gel coat it so it looks pretty, even though I'm going to cover it up. So it's not like it matters, but I just feel that I have to. And make this a complete flat deck for a cooler mount, bean bag, all that good stuff. So we're just going to leave that there. Moving on to the back, I'm going to leave this seat and obviously replace this C deck. But it came with a adjustable jack plate, which is super nice because I didn't pay that much for all of this. And let's just say that this is cost 2/3 of what I paid for this whole thing. So we'll put that into perspective. And obviously that's going to get mounted to the back. And I think the transom is strong enough to support it. But the motor that this came with is a 15 horse 2-stroke Johnson. And when I was supposed to get this boat a year and a half ago, the only thing wrong with the Johnson is the float bowl and the carburetor was leaking. Now, when I went and picked this up, the motor was sitting in front of a shed under a tree, and it had water in the carburetor and a full rat's nest on the inside. And I wish I started filming all of this when I got it, because it was just an experience having to pull the trailer out of the backyard. The GHEENOE was in the garage, the motor was under a tree, and it was, I pulled the cowling off and it was disgusting.
So I'm gonna have to assess that, but
moving on, we're gonna talk about the trailer now. And as you can see, a year and a half ago when I went to pick this up, the axle snapped. And that's why I didn't pick it up, just because I'd had no way to bring it home, and I put it off for a year and a half. But this trailer is toast. If you look over here, all the cross beams in the middle are rusty. This one, and that one's actually not too bad. But I would run this trailer with the rust there. But this is where the big issue is. We're gonna scoot that over. There's a reason why there's a cinder block here. And if you take this and try to stand it up on its own, oops, bye-bye. So the tongue is obviously completely rotted out. And if you come down here and take a look, it's done for. And I would try to fix it, but between the axle, which I was going to buy an axle till that happened, but it's just not worth it. So I'm just going to find a new trailer for it. If anyone wants an old rusted out trailer, let me know. And finally, we'll get to the motor, which I did actually just go through my phone and find a video of the rat's nest inside of it, which I will put in here in a minute. But this is my garage. I'm not going to show the garage yet because it's absolutely disgusting. Maybe I'll do a garage reveal later. But we also did get flooded out, so there might be sandbags and random gas cans in the background, so just don't mind that. But anyways, this is the motor. Like I said, 15 horse Johnson, and you can actually see the scratch marks from the rats that made a nest out of the insulation with this, and it was gross. But the rats did come in and chew all these wires up. Thankfully, my buddy Mitch came in and spliced them in for me because he was bored one day. So shout out to Mitch, thank you. But the motor did have a little water in it when I found it. The carburetor had water in it, but it's not hydrolocked, and I think it still has a little compression. So we'll see how long it lasts. But like I said, I started working on it before I decided to make YouTube videos yesterday. So I have the carburetor taken off, and this was all full of water and goopy jelly grossness. But new carb kit came in today for it. But to end off, I'm just gonna, like I said, start making videos of my restoration. And I'm not gonna make it like 20 videos long. I'm gonna add a lot of different things into one video, so it's not like, oh, the motor, oh, fiberglass. It's just gonna be time lapses of everything. I would put this motor on it, but it's a little heavy because it's a 4-stroke, and I am selling it to my friend because I just fixed it. So plus it's 9.9. I'd rather have the more power out of the 15 horse. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it, and I'm excited to see what comes out of this.